Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been subscribing and liking and sharing around on my videos. It's really helpful, helping my channel grow so much. I couldn't be more grateful. It's really showing, so thank you so much. Today on the channel we're randomly looking into playing this year in 2021. Not only did I platinum Knack 1, I also platinum Knack 2. Now, these two games, I bought them when they first came out. I bought them on day one and I played them. I'm not sure why with the second one, but we're at it. We'll talk a bit more on the first one at the start here. On the first one, I played it at the beginning when it first came out and played through it once and stopped. Now, there was some deft mobile companion app, really annoying. I hardly ever played it, and most places online said, oh, you're better off playing the mobile app to help the grind of some of the parts you need to be easier. Turns out, that's a load of rubbish, because I platinumed it and the app's been turned off, and I still managed to platinum it without the app. It's not that grindy. It's actually a little thing where you just basically open a chest and if it's not the one, you just restart the game. Now on a PlayStation 5, restarting the game takes seconds, so it really makes no difference. On the PS4 and PS4 Pro, it obviously takes a hell of a lot longer, but I installed this on the internal SSD and it flies like a rocket ship on loading for some, basically just because of the SSD I suppose, because it's not been patched to be optimised for the PlayStation 5, it's just faster in general loading. But the first game is so much fun, and I think some people look at the review scores on the game and the second game, really probably just think something's not right, it's not that good, but both of the games are so much. I personally prefer this game to the second game. I'm not sure why, I just think the content's a little bit better in the first game than the second game. They tried to change a couple of things up quite a fair bit in the second game. For me, it wasn't quite as intuitive play as the first one. But with that said, both games are absolutely awesome, and I think they get a quite poor/unfair suck of the stone, so to speak, because of the fact that they possibly came out at such a time when this genre of games was not as very well received the gaming sphere as you would probably want them to be. Now, when you look at how games are today, you've got like obvious ones like Ratchet and such, and Ratchet and Clank does so well, really does so well at doing it as well. And this is very, very much action-based platform with special moves and such from within the game, which works so well, and I really feel that these games are better than they are given credit for on reviews that happened when it came out, so to speak. So I mean, I played these this year and I ridiculously enjoyed them, like more so than when I first bought them, if that makes sense. Now, and I think the reason for that is because that want for like 3D based, almost 6th gen platform is now making a real big resurgence, because like you get a lot of games out there kind of do this type of thing, 3D platforms, like new Super Lucky's Tale, a few other ones, Ukulele. It's quite a fair few. It's like, well, why did Knack and 2 struggle to get good review scores? What was wrong with them? And I played these games both in 2021, and they feel just as much fun now. When I played through the first one when it first came out, and the reason I didn't play the second one was you can play co-op 2-player and do 2-player for the game, and I really kind of wanted through mode. But with that said, I also wanted to play the first one before the second one, so I did them. So I obviously planned number one play through the second one. But, I mean, these two games are just so good, so well done, and I feel they're very underappreciated because of the time they came. It was just a long time 3D adventure platform. It really comes across like it came out under the radar, not many people. And obviously the first one came out at the beginning of the PlayStation 4's lifespan, and so not many people was buying it in the first place, I suppose. And the second one, and maybe people just didn't play it because they hadn't played the first one, but they did not get very good review scores. I don't know why. Apart from the possibility that they just was released at a time 3D platform games was not as a bigger thing, if that makes sense. Because when you compare these to games that are 3D platforms coming out now, there's practically no difference. They're both so well done, and it just makes me feel and need that I want to see a third. I want to see what this game Knack with that power of that PlayStation. Because the breaking down they'll do, expanding something massive, is awesome. And what they can do with that power of the PlayStation 5 would be absolutely spot on. I would really see that, see what's going on there, and find out. Because I think they could do such a good job of a third game. And I think now industry are more welcoming to old school style platform games that are like 6th gen platforms. But now those limitations that like Jak and Daxter had moved. Like, because you've got the PlayStation 5's power, you can now do so much more with 3D adventure games. You remember rightly, Cerny said on his deep dive that lots of Jak and Daxter were developed in certain ways because of the PlayStation 2 games, and that type of limitation didn't really go on the PlayStation 4 either. And now you've got the PlayStation 5, certain parts of the game design completely change now, and I really feel Knack 3 could be a real big showpiece for what the PlayStation 5 is able. Now, I know Japan Studios more, Sony just closed them down. Really don't know why, but they've still got a Japanese development company. It's not like the IP's just disappeared, somebody else can play it. It doesn't need to be Japan Studios. It's owned by Sony at the end. And I would absolutely love to see, really what I think it's the right time. People are really enjoying school performance, and you do so much more now of the PlayStation 5 that you could possibly do things that you couldn't have done back now. What a different game maybe. A little bit like how Rift Apart is doing stuff new because of the PlayStation 5's power. You know, they could do that with a lot of the different things like Dragon Dawn, this and all the other ones that have been locked, so to speak. There's a big reason why I decided to finish them. And it is literally because I really enjoy 3D platform games. I always have done. And you look at the reviews on these from other and the Metacritic score, and they're quite low. And there is no reason for it. There really is no reason why scores, in my opinion. They're great games. They're worth playing every day. Enjoy. There's no reason you shouldn't play. Anyway, if you want to know any more about them, drop questions down below and I'll you. And if you would like to see Knack 3, it'd be awesome to hear from you as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Very much.